Abraham Lincoln once said that if he had 6 hours to chop down a tree, he would spend 5 hours sharpening the axe. Well, in today's edition of Ask Yokel Local, we're going to talk about how to identify and pick the best keywords for your AdWords campaigns. And what we're going to do is spend more of the time talking about how to sharpen the axe. I hope you stick around. Hey everyone, my name is Daryl Evans. I'm the co-founder of Yokel Local Internet Marketing, and in today's edition, we're going to tackle the question of how to choose your best keywords. Now, this question came from a client of ours who had this conversation with us, and we broke down some ideas that gave him some help. And here's what I want to do for you today. I want to tell you about 3 things that we bring into the conversation when we're looking at building campaigns and optimizing those campaigns. The first thing is the use of a tool called Google Trends. Now, everyone who gets invited to the AdWords platform has access to the Google Keyword Planner, and it's a great place to start. But I wouldn't stop there. And by the way, if you're a seasoned marketer or advertising agency, you know there's other tools that are more specific, that are highly advanced. So this really isn't for you. This is for the business owner who's sitting there trying to run their own campaigns from 6 o'clock at night till 2 in the morning after they already did their professional job during the day. So this is who it's really cut out for. Google Trends is a website that can give you ideas of trends of certain keywords. And of course you would start with your product or your service or your industry or your niche, and you're looking for actual trends throughout the calendar year, because you could end up bidding on keywords where there's no trend that anyone's really searching for that keyword. The other thing that you're going to find are you're going to find breakout keywords and phrases that would give you some other ammunition to go back to the Google Keyword Planner tool and use sort of as your seed keyword. I really encourage you to Google Trends and start looking at that tool as part of your research process. The second thing is going to go right back to your customer. We always tell our clients that we want to know who your customer is and how they speak during the buying process. And this is important. It comes back to buyer persona, it comes back to the buyer's journey. But we want to know the language that your customer is using when they speak with you during the interaction. That's during the pre-sale interaction, that's during the customer interaction, and then what are they asking you after the transaction has taken place? Because there are going to be indicators and hints about the words that they're saying to themselves, they're saying to you. They're also going to be searching those phrases, and Google may or may not identify those in the Google Keyword tool. So I hope that was helpful. Number 3, and this one's a little bit interesting, but you want to start thinking about modifiers. Now, what do I mean by modifiers? Certainly the easiest modifier to a keyword or a keyword phrase is by adding a local city or geography. And it's a good place to start. If you're doing business in a local market like Seattle, Washington, or Austin, Texas, then by all means, you should look at the different variations of the city. But I also want you to think about what I call intent modifiers. And intent modifiers may look like this. They may look like low cost keyword, fast, XYZ. So for instance, emergency plumbing, emergency dentist, those kinds of intention. When you find intention related phrases to tie onto your keywords, you're also going to be dialing into where that customer is in the buyer's journey a little bit more effectively. And so when we talk about optimizing keywords, I mean, there's so many keywords that you could possibly bid on, and I can assure you, you don't have enough money to bid on them all. So if you're looking for the best keywords, be a 5-hour person. Spend time dialing down the keywords. Google Trends, the FAQs, the frequently asked questions, and the customer dialogues that you've had in your business. And I'm assuming if you're doing AdWords, you didn't just start your business last week. You've got some history, you've got customers. Go survey those customers. And then last and most importantly, take a look at the modifiers, the intention modifiers. And that's going to look differently depending on the industry. So those are my 3 tips today. Again, be a 5-hour person when it comes to setting up your campaigns, really in anything in marketing. So often people jump right into the tactic or the strategy. They start doing stuff, and they have no idea what's really available, and sometimes it's right under their nose. Anyway, my name is Daryl Evans. I'll see you on the next edition of Ask Yokel Local. Thanks.